What's up, guys? Hey, it's Jerry Green here today. Wow. This is a video that is near and dear to me. And that is basically how do you overcome being the crazy visionaries that we are. A lot of you are. Okay, now some of you might be more of the operator, the integrator, whatever you want to call it. But there's a lot of us are these crazy visionaries, and how do we tame us? How do we work with us? And how do we overcome all this? Well, first of all, let's talk a little about the problem. What is the problem with a lot of us visionaries? Well, the problem is that our mind never shuts off. It is always going. We always have ideas. Now, it's not, I should say, a problem so much. It's a positive thing for the world and for what we do on things, but it can be a problem for the people, especially we work with, because we can drive everybody crazy on this. I think about myself, okay? And it's like, I have this idea, I have this idea, I have this idea. And I think about with my team in the real estate space here. And I mean, I'll drive my COO, Ashley, nuts. And it's like, oh, hey, you know, I'll give her a task. And I'll say, hey, Ashley, hey, let's start this new marketing thing, or let's do this new system, or this new program, or something like that. And then 2 days later, I'm saying, hey, is that done? Is it working? What'd you figure out? Hey, did you get any results? And she's like, good Lord, I just started on it. How do you expect me to get it done? Or how do you expect this to happen when you give me 10 other things? Guys, as a visionary, what I think one of the first things we have to do is something that I learned through a lot of hard knocks, but this really helped me. And that was coming to the point where there's acceptance, okay? What I mean by that is accepting who you are as a visionary. If you're that visionary person, you have to accept that. And you have to realize one of the best things you can figure out is how your brain works. And if you accept that that's how your brain works, then stop trying to fix it, because that's just how you're wired. And then you got to start embracing that. So it's like, okay, cool. Now, that's cool. Now I understand I'm a visionary. So now how do I use that to help me? How do I use that to my advantage? How do I use that to help others? Because by accepting that, now I understand who I am as a visionary and how I have all these ideas going on and stuff like that. So once you start accepting that, that's the first thing. So to me, that was a big game changer for me. When I started realizing this, and this has been years ago now, but it was a major shift for me, because I realized I was this visionary and I was not the operator, the integrator type person. And as soon as I accepted that, oh my God, it was like a freeing moment, because I realized that, why is it that I never got all this paperwork done? Why was it that I got a lot of things started, but I didn't finish them? Why was it that I constantly was changing directions and stuff on all that? And I thought I had, maybe something really wrong with me. Well, it really wasn't. It was just the way I was wired, and that's my personality, and that's who I am. So I started embracing that and started accepting that. And then I realized that, okay, cool. Well, if I lack in all those areas, then I can get somebody else to come in and fulfill that. So we look at this and we accept this as a visionary, and what you have to do is you start having to look at, okay, what areas are you weak at, and what areas do you need someone else to support you? So it's kind of like a yin and a yang side of things. So for instance, a lot of people that know me know that, I have a COO that works with me, Ashley, and we kind of create that yin and yang thing. So now, here I am, the visionary, and I got all these ideas going on and stuff like that, and I bring them to the table. But now she takes them and then executes them with like the teams, and it works with them on that. So I'm not constantly bringing all the ideas to the team and constantly not changing the direction all the time. So that's a key point, guys. So if you don't have a COO, just set it up where you at least create some type of filter system. Okay, let's just say it's just you and your team, but you're heavily a visionary. Well, maybe you start by writing it down first and then being in the position where you share it with the team and say, here's my ideas, and then get their input and feedback on this. And then you can come together and say, okay, let's work on this and this together. So it's not throwing them all at them and saying, do this. It's kind of taking an inventory of things, because you'll find out that people will give you good feedback that way. So writing things down, very powerful way of doing that. Another big thing too is a visionary. Another way you can help tame yourself down and be able to work with others a little bit more is be in a position where not only are you writing things down for yourself, okay, but also do things in a way where you create another communication method. And so this has worked well for me too. So I might turn around and do a video to somebody and send it to them. Or I might do an audio recording and send it to them. Because the thing is, if I talk to them in person, I might go 100 different directions. Where if I send them a quick message and it's very focused, it concentrates that amount of time I can do that versus going on and on and on. So you can do that. So that's another little trick there to do that. Then another thing that has helped me too on things is basically being in a position where you have like an idea book. Okay, and I already talked about writing things in, but that's writing everything down that's kind of going through your mind. But another thing you can do is, a third thing is like an idea book. You just get a book, maybe make it a blue book, maybe make it a green book, or whatever it is. And in those books, you write down all your ideas. And then what you do, guys, on that is you go through and you pull out only no more than, say, 2 ideas at a time. Okay, and one might be a marketing idea, maybe another is some type of process idea that you're working on, okay, like a systems or something. And then you get with your team, you only work with those 2 things at once. One's a marketing, and maybe you can outsource that, and then the other one's just with your team, and maybe your team is just one other person. But by doing that, what happens is you limit yourself, and the thing is, by writing that down in that idea book, you're not losing those ideas. They're still there. You can go back to them anytime. So that's another great way of doing that. So there's really 3 different ways to help manage things for you being the visionary. And realize, like I said, that it's okay for you to be that visionary. And another thing, one final thing I'll share with you guys as we wrap this video up is make sure people that you work with understand how your mind works. I think this is one of the real key points that I wanted to share too in this video here today, was making sure other people understand this too. Because people that don't understand that you're a visionary and how your mind works, a lot of times they can misinterpret you the wrong way. Because what they think sometimes is they think that you don't get it, that you are maybe not paying attention, that you're lazy, a lot of things like that. And it's just because our mind works and our mind is already shooting to the end result. So you're like, why isn't this done? Why isn't this done? And it's not that we're, I get people all the time, they're like, well, just back down, Jerry. And it's like, they think that I'm being rude to them, but I'm not. It's just the way I communicate. And if you let them know that, they're gonna start understanding that more and encourage them. Maybe give them a book to understand how your mind works, okay? Because then it's at a point where when people understand, it's like with anybody. I mean, comparison to, it's like communicating with somebody maybe has an addiction to something, okay? Yeah, somebody has an addiction to something, you have to understand more of that addiction and how that works to be able to help them. But the thing is, it's not really that much different when you're communicating from different minds. From like a visionary mind to more of a operational mind, okay? 2 different things. So just communicate with people, share things with them, and you'll find by doing that, you'll create a better connection, you'll get more results, and you will feel calmer about things, and you won't spaz as much. So, all right guys, listen, I appreciate you being on here, and I hope this helps on things. So, it's okay to be that visionary. You just have to learn, like I say, who you are and how to manage it more and how to communicate to others. And then let them know how to communicate back with you too. That's the other thing. So if you would, comment down below here. I appreciate that. Let me know you're enjoying this. And then also, guys, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you next time around.